Hi everyone, I'm Hendrika here. Welcome back to my channel. I'm your guide to once a pond and orchid right here. And today we are going to be doing some vlogging, some venting. So let's go right to it, okay? I've been thinking about this topic for a long time. I'm just going to go straight to the point. For those of you who do follow the aroid scene, like houseplant, rare plant. I call it rare plant because not really that rare, it's just new. It should be called new variety scene. If you don't agree with me, just comment and we can discuss about it. That the two very popular or famous business that have YouTube channel, such as Kaylee Allen and also prettyingreen. So they both have decided to shut. I mean, if you want to know why and their reasons, okay, I will put the videos in the description below. I'm just going to go straight to the point that I feel that aroid industry, besides anthuriums, aroids as in philodendrons, zingonias, peperomias, and stuff like that, it's very much similar to my own experience with the aquarium fish industry. Because you got all these new varieties, right, that come out, and the price is so high. And then over time, they drop as well. And also, I feel that because of tissue culture, which is a good thing actually, making new varieties, plants and everything more accessible to everyone, so everyone can enjoy these plants. So, however, okay, I mean, just like the orchid industry, tissue culture did cause the orchid industry, or the prices of the orchid, not the orchid industry, but the prices of the orchid to drop significantly. Orchids, before tissue culture in the 50s and 60s, I think even just 50s, were a rich man's plant. People buy that for prestige and to flaunt their wealth. I guess it's the same thing, with aroids. They buy $40,000 Monstera Devil. I mean, maybe it's an investment, maybe it's because they really want it for the business, or basically that they had the money and they really want the new thing. Then once tissue culture came into play, okay, and was able to make unlimited quantities of the same plant, then the laboratories wanted to sell their stock as fast as possible so that they could improve their liquidity. And then after that, the nurseries, they'll buy the stock, they want to grow it so that they can push it out to the retailers so that they can improve their liquidity. Then the retailers want also the same thing to clear their stock so that they can get their liquidity or cash flow, depends on how you look at it. I call it liquidity, to come back in. So therefore, in order for that to happen, you end up depressing or suppressing your price. I mean, orchid has done that as well. You can see the same thing for the phalaenopsis. I remember when I first got my first phalaenopsis, I think that was in maybe 98, 99, when Taiwan first was releasing all their phalaenopsis into the world. It cost me $40. Yes, $40 for a plant about this size. I don't have an example because I kind of don't grow phalaenopsis at home. But I'll put a picture of roughly the size of the phalaenopsis that I first bought. Wasn't that big. And yeah, it was $40 back then. Big deal, big money. And yeah, it was $40. And over time, as you all know, the prices drop. So coming back to my point, the same thing with the aroid industry. Like I said, this is not talking about anthuriums because I personally have no experience much with the anthuriums, but this is talking about, again, about philodendrons, syngoniums, and peperomia. They propagate easily too. So, you know, when you get, maybe let's say you buy a plant, okay, first buy a plant for $40, then it grows big, and after that, you know, we all learn about this cut and prop and stuff like that. So you get more plants. And then after that, you know, you want to sell your divisions to get back your costs, and so the cycle goes on. But as more and more people want to so-called get involved in it, then more and more stock is available, but then there are less and less people wanting to buy. So therefore, to entice buyers, therefore you end up suppressing your plants. I mean, it's the whole economics of supply and demand, you see. So I guess I remember the Pretty in Green video. He said that, you know, the interest for rare plants was dropping, so therefore it's not economically viable. With Kaylee Allen, she did say that because, you know, so many factors in terms of running a business, that it's pretty much she was subsidizing the cost to send to the US because her, you know, domestic sales was good, but then, you know, she made a mistake of charging too little for the exportation of plants, so that, you know, she wants sales to go out. So a lot of things happen. So, and also I think Pretty in Green did mention about lately the anthurium trade. Okay, something dog block. Okay, I'm not familiar about dog block anthurium, which was like $90, $100 a pot, became $20 at Home Depot and things like that. And yeah, you know, all these bigger nurseries, bigger production nurseries, you know, they buy up, they clone, and they sell, and at one time they pull shit out because they just want market dominance. I can tell you this is because I myself, my background is in production horticulture. I trained at uni, you know, in this discipline. And I'll tell you, yes, it's very much about volume when it comes to true production horticulture. So I guess a lot of these small-time players, small-time business, as the bigger nurseries got hold of these stock through tissue culture, they were able to release all these so-called newer varieties at a much cheaper price. So therefore, you know, it affects some of the smaller businesses, which unfortunately maybe they didn't pivot, you know, quick enough or whatnot, you know, to adjust with the times. You see, because I hope you are understanding this, because it might get a little bit confusing. Like I said, I didn't plan this, but it's just been in my head for a long time. Okay, basically I'm just saying that the aroid industry, same thing, when it's new, okay, it's very high. Just like the aquarium fish, which I said, you know, when got new varieties of aquarium fish, price is high. And then over time, as people breed, you know, make more babies of the same type, then people get less interested in it, so they don't want to buy it. But, you know, you want to sell your stuff, therefore you start reducing your price. Compared to the orchid industry, okay, which where I am right now coming back into, or actually I've always been in it, never left it, even though I now am a professional landscaper. My fingers, my heart has always been with the orchid world. Our prices maintain pretty much stable. And actually, like I said, when the plant gains an award, sometimes the owner will really ask for a high price. Pretty much it's like buying art. You know, let's say I get a plant, I have my own plant where I got it awarded, maybe it could be a HCC, AM or FCC, okay? I can definitely like command the sky the limit, depending on how many people want to buy it. That's one. Therefore, the price of this plant can appreciate. Even I cloned it, because I get the volume, I can market it and say, hey, look, this is my plant. I cloned it because I want more people to have it. And yeah, I can command the price that I want because I'm the only one that has it. I'm the first, or I'm the only one that has got the award. So some people are really into this, like collecting awarded plants as part of their hobby. So therefore, pretty much I can command my own price. So yeah, that's why I find that, Orchid world and the Aroid world is pretty much the opposite. And another thing about the orchid world when it comes to rare plants, literally rare, meaning that if the species, okay, sometimes the species or even the hybrid, when, could be like 30 years ago, was very commonly, cultivated, and then suddenly everyone lost interest in it, and maybe they killed their plants and stuff like that. And those who has it, could maintain it, there could be suddenly a resurgence of interest. Like with everything, fashion and even plants, there's a bit of a cycle. So sometimes there is a trend, or like a interest in some of these plants. Then whoever has it, they can sell and decide how much they want for it because no one else has it. So therefore, the prices go up. So yeah, that's actually why I love the orchid industry so much, because there is stories to tell. The prices are very, very stable, and this is not even counting that you can create your own hybrid as well if you want to, and put your name on it and do all kinds of cool things with it. Put funny names, silly names, nice names to it. Okay, my son rang me, and yeah, I'm gonna drink water because I'm filming this when summer and supposedly some hot weather coming. I don't know what. It's supposed to be hot. It's like almost 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I have no idea how hot it is. It's like 31 degrees on the outside. I actually went to the beach to try and film this, but it's too hot. Wow. Monday is supposed to rain. Supposed to be working. Sunday is not raining, but it might rain Monday. So, where were we? I hope you folks understand what I'm trying to get at, why I love the orchid industry so much. It's more sustainable. Yes, okay, the traditional production horticulture side of it, there are ways to make money. However, you need to go on volume, on mass with landscape plants. And definitely it is low cost, high volume. Therefore you sell by volume to landscape designers and stuff like that. These so-called fancy house plants or stuff like that, one day they will also be used in landscape. I'll tell you that, because I tell you that I am using some of these newer varieties into my projects and my maintenance as well. Because same thing with landscaping. We are always looking for new varieties to keep the gardens interesting for people to look at. We want to keep so-called non-gardening people interested and not ignore these green spaces. So therefore, new varieties are always great. I hope this video gave you a better understanding of where my heart is and where I'm coming from. Yeah, I'd like to know your comments on whether you agree or disagree. I'm fine if you disagree with me. Just put in the comments below. The Aroid industry, rare plant industry has become, because to me the true rare plant industry, it's really like orchids, anthuriums, where it can be very hard to tissue culture some things, or it's just hard to find in cultivation. So that to me is the true rare plant industry. Okay, so yeah, till the next video, I am Hendrika, your guide, signing off for now. Bye.